As the famously hirsute songsmith Sam Ryder once sang, "Hello July, it's been a while since the sun came out and made you smile." Tell you what else might make you smile, that's Monday Matters, right here on Gary's Stuff. Hi there, I'm Gary, welcome to my channel, welcome back if you've been here before. Today indeed is Monday Matters. Now, as usual, I'll be having a look at what's caught my eye in the news of the week. I'll be catching up with what I've been up to on my bench, and of course I'll be announcing this week's featured kit of the week. All these bits come as chapters, so you can hop backwards and forwards as your heart desires. Now, if you like the show and you'd like to support the channel at no cost to yourself, easiest thing to do is to subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified of all my future content. And of course, please don't forget the old Imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. If you would like to support the channel in a more concrete way, you can do that through any of my online partner programs, all of which are in the information box below. Okay, so before we get to the news, a couple of things, or a few things. Firstly is a reminder that tomorrow, Tuesday, the 2nd of July, is my interview with Valeria Buzina from ICM. She's the managing director at ICM, and she knows everything that goes on there. We'll be having a chat from 1 p.m. British Summer Time. That's 1200 Zulu. It's 3 p.m. Kyiv time. She'll be speaking live from the capital of Ukraine, and we'll be discussing all sorts of things about why ICM is becoming such the world-respected manufacturer it is, what they've been up to, what they're doing, what their plans are likely to be around, and things like that, and just a bit of a background to the company itself. Valerie is very open about the company, so it would be quite an interesting thing to watch. So 1 p.m. British Summer Time, that's 1200 Zulu, if that means anything to you. And that is tomorrow on Tuesday, the 2nd of July. It'll be a live stream for an hour or so. Once the stream's finished, I'll get the recording of it and bundle it together, edit it down where I'm talking too much or whatever, and put it together as a separate video as well. So if you do miss the live stream, you'll be able to catch up an edited version of the video later on. Second thing is that as it's the first week of the month, it must be the first Thursday of the month, and it is indeed on Thursday. There will be the live stream coming to you from 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. British Summer Time. That's 1900 to 2100 Zulu, if that means anything to you. It will be the usual blend of chit-chat and commentary and trying to make a model and things like that, really. It's just going to be a lot of fun. People seem to enjoy it when they come along. Why don't you, if you haven't been before, do come along and try it out. If you have been before, I hope to see you again on Thursday. Maybe you will be sick of all of the election commentary in the UK. It's election day here on the 4th of July. So go and do your democratic duty, and then come along 8 p.m. It's 2 hours before the polls close, so make sure you've done your voting before that. Come along 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. and let's have some fun. Let's have some chit chat, ask questions, make comments, do what you like. It's grand. I'll just be here fielding them and sort of sharing them with the community, as it were. What else? Oh yeah, finally, the raffle that is going on at the moment. Just a quick reminder, that's still happening. Link to it is in the information box below. The prize is the awesome 1/35th scale CH-54A Tahi in the Fubai combat base set, and that finishes on the 14th of July. There's around about 400 or so, 500 tickets have been issued so far, so still quite a good chance if you fancy your luck. You do have to answer a question using your skill and judgment to be able to buy tickets. Tickets are £1 each, and there are multi-buy packages. A link to all of that information is in the information box below. Okay, that's all I needed to say. Let's crack on now with the news of the week. A model has this new 1/72nd scale kit of the Embraer EMB 110 Bandierante twin-prop regional aircraft including this natty scheme for Aero Caribbean. If this is your thing, then get your order in soon, as there are only 300 copies being pressed. A bit bigger at 1/72nd is the Big Planes kit model of the 737 Series 700 airliner from Boeing. This has a shortened fuselage compared with the Series 300, and it has winglets on the ends of the wings. Now, it's easy to get decal sets for the RAF, USAF and so on, but hobbyist decals will win a lot of friends down under with this set of Royal New Zealand Air Force decals, including Pacific and low visibility styles. Sheets are available in 1/72nd and in 1/48th scales. MENG has released a kit of the M142 HIMARS rocket system. Once again, this is in 1/72nd scale. And speaking of 1/72nd, there are some new trucks from French company AZUR et Or. These include the Dodge W51, the W62 with or without the Browning 50 caliber gun, and the W63, again with or without the gun. All of these kits are 3D printed in resin. Bucking the scale trend of the week is King of Diorama Accessories MINIART with this new set of milling machines for your 1/35th scale workshop scene. Also a second set of modern cafe visitors, again in 1/35th. No one here trying to look too cool as in set 1, but that chef does look a little over familiar. Dragon has released this new Raketenwerfer mounted on a Panzer IV chassis in 1/35th scale, which includes the fully linked Magic Track system. American specialists Iron Shipwrights has 3 new nuclear submarines in 1/350th scale: USS Glenard Lipscomb, USS Narwhal, and USS Richard B. Russell. Each comes with a moulded resin hull and 3D printed sail, dive planes, propellers, and so on. Tiger Model has this new egg-style caricature of the Chinese aircraft carrier Fujian, complete with egg planes for the deck. And finally, Mega Hobby is reviving this 1958 Raffle kit of the Jupiter rocket launcher in 1/110th scale. The kit includes the gantry and 7 figures and around 100 parts, only 6 of which are actually used to make the rockets. On my bench this week, I have had the Airfix Rotodyne in 1/72nd scale, a vintage classics release that I have built. I went out a bit of a limb on this one, painted it in an RAF Desert scheme like it was on a Trials or something like that. I scratch built a rear loading ramp for it for when the clamshell doors are open, and I had to extend the steps at the front of the aircraft. Did the paint scheme, as I say. I think it looks really cool. I'm so pleased with it, and I will be doing a little bit of work on maybe like a simple diorama base for it at some point, maybe with a Jeep and some figures and things like that. But anyway, the kit itself is okay. It goes together reasonably well. It is a vintage classics. It does have some issues, but with a bit of work, it actually comes out looking pretty cool, I think. Nice set of masks from CT scale models as well, because the kit canopy isn't symmetrical. The windows aren't symmetrical. So Mark at CT has actually done the set as it is for the model, which is really cool, because it's not just a case of like doing half of them like a cut and paste and whatever. They have to be individually done, and it works very well. You don't really notice it, but it comes out really well. Really enjoyed doing that. Great kit. I had to also pinch a couple of pilots from, I think it was a Jet Provost kit I've got, because the pilots that were supplied in this sort of 1958 design of 2 airline pilots in their tunics and flat caps just didn't really look right, and they look all too stiff and terrible. So I pinched a couple of pilots, I think, from my Jet Provost kits. They've got helmets and all that, and they look more like military pilots. So I enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed the video of it. I really enjoyed making it. Also, I did the inbox review of the Hobby 2000 P38 Lightning kit, 1/48 scale. That's a beautiful looking kit. I have actually started putting a couple of bits together, not many. I've started on the Copics. I'm really desperate to make it. It's a lovely looking thing. I don't think it will take too long to do as well, and do the paint and the brand new decals for it. It shouldn't be too much work to get that done. So that's sort of joined in the background of the build schedule. Although I've got some other ones I really need to push forward a bit more. Also, I've been working on my Martin Marauder from ICM 1/48 scale. I got as far as having completed the fuselage, cockpit, all of the interior, bomb bays, tail, and the gun turrets. So I'm calling that the end of part 1 of the build. So the part 1 build video will be up in a few days' time. Part 2 will be completing the wings and undercarriage and engines and things like that. Basically getting the build complete. And then part 3 will be the painting, and will also be a display base I've got plans for, which I think is going to look really cool. So that's going to be a 3-parter. The first part of it should be on the channel later this week. Do look out for that. So I've also I've got a couple of other projects tootling away in the background. I've made some good progress on this week. So should be some more videos coming up, and I've got some more stuff to review, some bits and pieces to review and things like that as well, which is all good. So should be plenty of content coming your way over the next few weeks. All of which means, of course, it's time to have a look at this week's featured kit of the week. And somewhat controversially, I'm going to make it kits of the week, because I'm going to be looking at 2 because they're so very closely related. So the first is the new Model Collect Horton 18A long-range jet flying wing bomber. It's a beautiful kit, 1/72 scale, so it's quite big. And I thought at the same time I'll also take a look at the Horton 229 flying wing jet fighter from Raffle. Same pair of brothers designed the 2 of them with a very similar aerodynamic solutions, and it's also on the same scale, so it'd be fun to build the 2 of them. Very undecided on colour schemes yet, not entirely sure whether I'm going to be doing them as a aircraft that might have appeared at a German air show in 1946, or whether they are at a captured air show display, say at Farnborough in 1946 or 47 or whatever. I'll make up my mind about that a bit later. But anyway, so it's 2 kits to have a look at. I'll be doing the inbox reviews of them fairly soon, and they're going to enter the build schedule before too long, because I really, really want to build both of them. I love that whole what if thing about late Second World War German technology and German design and thought, and these are 2 examples of some really off the wall thinking, which actually probably would have worked quite well as it happens, and very stealthy as well in radar terms. So 2 very interesting kits that I will be making before long, but I'll have you a look inside the box and show you what you get in these kits later this week as well. So that's a lot of stuff coming. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of it, best thing to do is to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, and you'll be notified of everything I produce as it is released. And of course, anything you see on my channel that you like, please do give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Hope to see you again soon. Take good care now, and goodbye.